Sol actually kept her promise. I got a call from a friend and client, said that her father, they just lost her mother, his wife, okay? I did, I went to the wake, I went to the funeral, and believe me, Geri was the wife's name. She was strong, she was really there, kept giving me messages. As a matter of fact, after the funeral, after the service, they had a lunch, and I wasn't gonna go, and Joe insisted I go, and I still wasn't going to go. But then Geri, the wife, said, you got to go. So I went. And I went, and believe me, he got a ton of messages from her, as well as several other people in that room. I mean, I don't do that. That's a blind side. I don't do the blind side. But the messages were flowing. Even one of his other daughter got messages. I don't think she bought into it, but hey, that's up to her. Okay? Anyway, fast forward. I get a call the other day from Paulette, his daughter. My dad's not doing well. He's not handling this well. He's in a bad place. So I went over there the next day, I believe I went over. And as I knocked, even before I knocked on the door, Joe opened the door. As I stepped in, I felt Geri's presence. It was like she was there greeting me at the door too. So we sat down, we sat in the kitchen, and we did our session. And the stuff that was flowing was just unbelievable. Okay, at one point, Geri said, tell him to clean up this kitchen. Now, I'm looking around. I'm sitting in the kitchen. I never look around, but what the hell is she talking about? This kitchen isn't dirty. But that was one of the things that she would say if they left stuff on the counter on the island. She would want them to remove it, clean it off, clear it out. All right, okay, that's okay, I'll accept that explanation. We go forward, continue. And Joe told me he had a dream about her, which, by the way, was a visit. Visits and dreams are very rare, but this was a visit. She wanted to reassure him that she was with Sean and everything was going to be okay. And he's like, who the hell is Sean? And we're sitting there, and when he told me that, they couldn't figure out who Sean was. Neither Paulette nor he could figure that out. Then all of a sudden, I seen a tall man. I saw a tall man come in, what I thought was a man. A tall soul came in right out of the gate, okay? We couldn't identify him. We didn't know who he was. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Anyway, okay. So Joe proceeds to tell me that they lost a child that, before birth. And wow, that's Sean. That's Sean. And Paulette asked them if they named the child and said, no, we didn't. But that was Sean. At first I saw him as a man. Then I saw him as a woman, okay? And it turned out that woman was a tomboy, and that made sense to them, okay? So that's strange. So at the end, I'm telling Joe, listen, he feels like he's not getting any signs. He feels her, but he's not sure, wanted to know. And I was making him feel good because a lot of stuff they were getting was good. It was a terrible day out. It was rainy, it was cloudy, it was awful. So I said, Joe, you know what Geri's telling me? And I get nervous when they do that because sometimes they don't follow through with it. At some point, the clouds are going to part, a warm light's going to come, and it's going to hit you, and you're going to know that's her. Okay, he says, yeah, that'd be nice. He left it. About an hour or so later, I get a phone call from Joe. He was up in his office, and he was working. And somehow he just felt really hungry and felt he had to come to the kitchen. He goes down to the kitchen. All of a sudden, the clouds part. He gets hit right in the face with a light. He knew that was her, just like I described. I was thrilled, by the way. I just don't want to let people down. I don't want to give people false hopes because when I went to meetings before I came out, I got a lot of false hopes, all right? As a matter of fact, in case you're thinking, oh, maybe he just said that to make you feel good, he actually sent me a photograph of the kitchen table where he was sitting and how the light came across the kitchen table. So I have photographic evidence. If you want that, you reach out to me, I'll send it to you. But that was amazing. Then as we're walking out at the end of our session, Paulette says to me, Mom didn't give me anything. I said, well, he's concentrating on Dad because Dad really needs it. Okay, so she accepted that. And she opened the door. I'm driving, she's driving, and all of a sudden, Mom's saying, clean up the kitchen with Paulette, not for Joe. So I call her. I said, Paulette, you did get something. Clean up the kitchen. She said, I have nothing to do with that kitchen. That's my dad's kitchen. I said, are you sure? Because she's telling me make sure you clean up the kitchen. Oh, wait, we're making Christmas cookies. And she would always want me to clean up afterwards. So she did get some. And a few other things flowed for her. Okay, I mean, I hung up and I had to call her back because Mom was giving me more messages. That happens sometimes. Anyway, the parting of the clouds and the light hitting Joe in the face, basically, was an amazing gift to him, was an amazing sign. The bottom line, guys, Joe's a tough guy. Joe's a contractor, okay? He didn't know whether to believe this or not when he first got messages. Good man, strong man. So he's not somebody who's like a new agey guy, not even close. All right? But that goes to tell you that it doesn't matter who you are. You need to open your heart, open your mind, and believe in things that that happen. And the souls will let you know that they're there. The more you need them, the more you'll see the signs. Some people miss those signs. Okay? But they're there. Just open yourself up. So Joe said, Bob, please feel free to tell people about this. And that's what I'm doing today. Okay, guys, I don't know if I'm going to post anymore. I don't know if I'm going to post a Christmas post. But if I don't, listen, have a Merry Christmas. Christmas is 3 days away. And enjoy yourself, enjoy your holidays. Even when somebody's there that was there all the time is no longer there. They want you to enjoy your day. Okay? Make the most of it. Step up and start to live and get back to living for the other people that need you in their life. Okay, guys, always remain hopeful, never hopeless. Always be optimistic, never pessimistic. And always be who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Have a great day. And again, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday. Bye.